Welcome to episode 42 of iRacing Rush. Today, NASCAR is returning to Michigan International Speedway. The last time we were there, we were able to grab an Indycar win, but this time we're returning in the NASCAR Cup Series. So hopefully our IndyCar experience there can help us in the NASCAR Cup Series. Before we can do that though, I decided to do some rookie street stock racing. I know I've done street stock on this channel before, but that was Class C. I moved down to rookie just to, I guess, have some fun, relax a little bit. Gonna use a sweeper line for qualifying. Hopefully we can get some extra speed that way. I think we just got over 105 miles an hour at the line, so that's definitely a good start. I had to manage the car out of turn 4. 22.8, holy crap. I put in under 23-second times before here, but I don't think any one of them was a 22.8. They were all 22.9s. Like this, that has to be a new personal best here for me. And somehow we have the pole by a tenth and a half over Christopher Bowe with a 23.0. Let's see how it holds up after everyone is finished. Pace car rolling off at USA International Speedway. The pole did hold up, so we get to start first in front of Christopher Bowe. Hopefully we can back that up in the race, because I know with how the tire wear can be, if we're pushing too hard in the first half, that could let the field come back at us and take advantage, so gotta keep an eye on that. As for the rest of the top 5, it is Justin Olson and Ethan Minjolelli, I guess, in row 2, and rounding up the top 5 is Nicholas Akins. Pace car ready to come in. I'm going to try to catch Christopher Bowe off guard. Luckily, they always drop the green flag early, so I never have to worry about jumping the start. And it pretty much works to perfection. Justin Olson even took advantage of that. I guess Christopher Bowe was not ready at all. Whoa. Valentin is mad at someone. And it's only lap 1. Multiple cars in the pit, so I'm assuming there was a huge wreck as I kind of missed the turn 1 entry. Justin Olson still half a second back there. And the car is still handling pretty decent throughout. I just hope that there's a way I can keep the gap up without having to push too hard. I want to conserve my tires for now. We're on to lap 10, and the gap has surprisingly opened up to almost a second and a half over Justin Olson. So looks like he's struggling with his car a bit, and that's going to let Ethan in the one car close in on him. We're going to have probably a good battle for second on hand, as Valentin Melnick is all over the place. Him and Tyler were a couple of the cars involved in that lap 1 wreck. And I hope these guys are willing to let me by, because I do not want to lose any time to Justin. And Valentin just completely slows down and blocks the high side from me. Well, at least I'm still able to clear him. Now we can worry about the number 7 ahead. Gap is still opened up. It is now over a second and a half to second place. The 7 is all over the place. I entered extra low just to make sure he's not going to wreck into me. But there you go. We got around both cars. We can now focus ahead. We're now reaching halfway at USA International Speedway, and literally nothing has happened since lap 1. The gap continues to open, this time over 3 seconds. Ethan was able to get around Justin, and apparently Justin has jumped back to 4th. And John Engelman is now in 3rd. And now it's over 4.5 seconds. What the hell is going on with Ethan? Obviously something not going right there. But I'm not going to complain in the slightest. I know the race is boring, but a win is a win, no matter what.
Come on, too. What is that?
Christopher Bow now. Did he say Justin? Why do I keep forgetting everything that happens within the past 2 seconds? Like, I'm genuinely serious. I already forget the name Christopher Bow just mentioned somehow. And now Christopher is stopped on the apron. I think he was referring to Justin Olsen. And probably me being laser focused on the track is why I'm forgetting things. That can either be a good or bad thing. 15 laps to go now. Still nothing to worry about on the field. We're now over 6 seconds ahead of Ethan. 2 laps to go. USA International has been kind to us tonight. Lap traffic seems to be playing no factor at all right now. The gap is over 7 seconds to 2nd place John Engelman. He was able to get around Ethan Mingielli. And here's the white flag to take the final lap. Nothing to worry about, spotter. Down into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. And it's going to be an easy victory to start this episode off. Hopefully we can carry this luck into Michigan. Checker flag down in Lakeland, Florida. A street stock victory at USA International Speedway. John Engelman looks to finish 2nd. Ethan Mingielli 3rd. Nicholas Aikens and Justin Olsen will round out the top 5. And we have arrived at Michigan. This is once again a track I think you know from before, but at the same time, it's still a friggin' pain in the rear to figure out. At least for me it is, because the bottom lane here is less banked than the rest of the track, so I'm constantly having to readjust my line, trying to figure out which line's the best. I still don't really know what the best line is. Like, I'm trying everything, like taking only a tiny bit of that bottom line, trying to take more. I don't know what the heck to do. Oh yeah, not to mention, this track is kind of like Homestead, Miami, where the car can get sideways real easily. The track can be kind of icy. But it's green flag for qualifying. Oh, yeah, you see there, freaking at the slightest bit of like banking change, this car does not like to handle. So I think we're gonna have to try that again. Just sweep the high line, or yeah, sweep the high line and hope for the best. Lap 2. That felt like a much better corner, honestly. Just can't overcrank the wheel too much as well, because that'll just bring all the handling problems back. Definitely interesting to see my lap time after this. Across the line. Oh wow, we're in second somehow. Somehow we're just barely behind Jacob Walker in the 7. And hopefully that'll hold up after everything is done. Finally rolling off. Me and Jacob get to hold on to the front row after qualifying. Only a couple hundred separated us. The rest of the top 5 consists of Damian Barnard, Jonathan Everham, and JB Banner. Pace car is in the pits. Have to stay under 70. Green flag! I did think, though, that we had a better start than Jacob. Yeah, we did. Jacob wasn't the fastest off the line. And we are just ripping the middle of the track like it's nothing. And we have the lead. So I guess now the plan is just settle into a rhythm, don't burn out the tires, and we'll be okay. Jonathan with a huge run down the front straightaway somehow. But still, we're just much better in the corners, it looks like. Nothing to really worry about on the straightaways. Getting up real close to the wall, and I think he actually hit it. Jonathan might have picked up some damage. Someone's already way behind and losing a lot of time as well. That's Thomas Long on the relative. Jacob Walker is caught up to us and is right on the bumper, but he didn't go for it. I guess he's trying to be conservative for the race as well. Definitely no problem with that. But I wonder if he's going to start thinking about the rest of the field behind him. As we continue to close in on this lap car, Thomas Long at the 2. And he is going to look low. He tried to be inside, but it's not going to work. He's actually going to lose quite a bit of time on the exit. I wonder if he got loose. Tried to pick up too much of that bottom lane. Ooh, a little loose. Jacob Walker once again on our rear bumper. And since this is quite a faster track compared to most intermediates, he is going to get a bit of slipstream down the straightaways. That's why he was able to close in a bit. But once again, we have a slightly better exit. And we might be able to use some slipstream from the lap car ahead, Thomas Long. Someone's coming out of pits, that's Donnie Lee. And someone just torpedoed into the inside wall. Am I the only one who saw that? And there you go, caution is out. So pit strategy wise, I think it would be way too soon to pit. But of course, some other drivers might think differently and choose pit anyway, probably try to catch us out. At least for me though, I don't want to go 25 plus laps on a set of tires, so I'm going to try to wait. Maybe if a caution does come out soon, I will pit. But for now, we'll just leave things as they are. What the hell is this guy doing? Pace car is into the pits. Once again, backing it down to 70 miles an hour as we reach the restart zone. And we get a good jump on the field. It's green flag. felt great throughout 1 and 2. Foul behind for third, Damian Barnard and Grayson Pate. Well, screw that, we have another caution. Our second lap of green flag racing, and it just comes out on us, so... This is where the discussion of tires becomes...
Of course. Just keep blowing it, guys. Why would you stop?
Whatever they're talking about. This is where tires, though, will become a bit more of an issue, because we are still a few laps away from the halfway mark, but it's still technically close. So, will some guys just stay out and try to go all the way and have to go with a different strategy, or will most guys pit instead? Decided to pit. I definitely have my doubts, but at the same time, it just doesn't feel worth too much of a risk, or definitely would be too much of a risk to stay out and see what everyone else does. So, stop into the box carefully. Getting onto the jack much earlier than Jacob. Or, actually no, they don't do animations on pit road, do they? And it looks like Damien decided to go 2 tires. Damien will try to make things work on 2 tires while a few guys decided to stay out. Looks like we'll wind up 6 right next to Damien, who took 2 tires. Only 4 drivers stayed out, so hopefully that'll mean less of a hassle trying to get around these guys. If we can somehow get around them. I don't know how much of a benefit we get on newer tires compared to the older ones. But regardless, Martin Marconi will lead us to the green of a number 15. Pace car is on pit road. Gonna wait on Martin to take his jump and we'll go back racing. Green flag of a 23 is slow. I had to wait on him though because we're not allowed to like go ahead of anyone, and it looks like he has a lot of damage on his nose. That's probably why. Once again, gonna make it work with full blast on the outside. Easily getting past Damien, who's on 2 tires. Now let's set sail for the 15 and 17 machines. 17, he looks way out of a groove. Looks like he's struggling for grip on the old tires as we continue to close in. Gonna try the inside of Steven Levis. Still side by side down the back straightaway. And we're both closing in on Martin Marconi. Whoa, a huge lag spike. I'm assuming I blinked like crazy for a bit on everyone's end, but car seems calmed down now. We're gonna pick up some slipstream that the 17 doesn't get from the 15. Didn't know what line the 15 wanted to take. We're gonna go high. Oh, and the Damien just put us into the wall. He is sideways on the bottom, and now we're gonna, and because of that, he's gonna let the freaking 7 by. Damn it! Just what I freaking needed at this stage when it's supposed to be a sprint to the end. Someone's screwing me over and giving the lead to someone else. As they're all running on the apron now. And the caution has come out again. So all the old tire guys are going in. Damien, I guess, tried to sell a dummy. He's going to stay out, not go in. But we still have a tire advantage. I just want to freaking get back around the 7 car. Like, we've been at the lead this whole race, and we could have gotten the lead if 11 didn't hit us and causing us to lose all the pace to the 7. Also gotta wonder about the damage on the car as a result. I wonder if that's gonna play any role later into the race. Trying to maintain the speed, but this friggin' Jacob keeps changing his. Alright, down to 70. Green flag. I had to slow down a bit because the 7 did on the restart. A little tap from a 1, but no harm done. Let's see if the 7 tries to rip the outside like we did. I think he's trying, but we have a much faster run on the inside. We're going to try to cross him here. Down the back straightaway. And we have the advantage through the corner. We're back into the lead at Michigan. A little tied up here. And somehow the 7 is making it work on the inside. Side by side again. Whoa, 7 has to back off. Must have lost some grip in the corner. And because of that, Dominic is now into 2nd. He has the highest I rating in the field, so he can definitely be a dark horse pick for the win. And here comes Damien on the inside, tearing things up. Not literally, but he is clearly quick. Damien trying to send it low. We still have the exit advantage. And Jacob Walker's going to use that high side to get past him. But he's not clear yet to go down low, so he's going to hang back there for now. Still tight between those two. They got really close on exit. I thought they were going to hit. 7 to go. Dominic has dropped back a little bit, though, down to 4th. He is a few tenths behind them. Will Jacob look low or will he hang back? He's going to get close to the bumper. But he's not going to make a go for it. He's probably waiting for the backstretch. Never mind, he is dropping back a little bit, but I do expect him to close in a bit again once he gets back into the slipstream. Ooh, a little slide. Just trying to utilize those bottom lanes more because we've been using the top so much. Trying to see if I can get any pace there. And here comes Damien once again on the inside, trying to get around Jacob. And the gap opens up even more. You gotta be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. We were going to have a great finish, but no, we have to bring up a freaking caution for what? Well, I guess now the question is, do we pit again? Like, I honestly don't know what to freaking do here. Because if too many guys come in, then we're going to be a complete sitting duck at the restart. They're probably all going to pass us no matter how good we are. But if we try to pit and there's not enough people pitting, we're out of a race. basically took ourselves out. I don't freaking know what to do. I'm freaking stressed. We have some pitters. We have some staying out. Dominic stays out. Damien stays out. I have no idea if anyone else behind us has stayed out. I cannot see all the way back there. Oh, is it? Looks like a lot of people actually stayed out, so that's going to help us. We have a cushion to protect us from the new tire guys. Pace car is in for the last time. Next flag ends the race. Green flag, and it's another great jump off the line. Big gap to Dominic in the one car. The gap is staying open. Car still feels great through all the corners. We just need one more lap. We have a wreck somewhere in the field. But we have no caution. We're still racing to the flag.
Wow, that was huge.
Out of turn 4 for the last time. And it's another Cup Series victory. And we take it at Michigan International Speedway.
Good one, 16. Good race, 16.
Now that the race is finally over, let's burn this thing to the ground. Oh, something happened to Davis. I gotta check David's replay after this, because what the hell is making him so mad? An extra long one. Just for y'all. But now let's finally figure out why David's so mad. And... oh, the 20 just rear ends him. And considering the impact, that's most likely a 4X, so... I hope he protests him for that, because again, he has every right to be mad about that. That's complete crap right there. But thank you all for watching. This is also our first episode, I realized, where we took home a double victory. So, yeah, another reason to make this a special episode. Hopefully the next video, most likely, will be week 13. We'll see what chaos happens during week 13 after this week is over, but if you want to see more iRacing content like this, please like and subscribe. It'll mean a lot to the channel. And I'll see you all another time.